Charles IV, King of Bohemia and Holy Roman Emperor, had a long and successful reign. The empire he ruled from Prague expanded, and his subjects lived in peace and prosperity. When the emperor died, the whole empire mourned. More than 7,000 people accompanied him on his last procession. The heir to the throne of the flourishing empire was Charles's son, Wenceslas IV, whose father had prepared him for this moment all his life. But Wenceslas did not take after his father. He neglected affairs of state for more frivolous pursuits. He even failed to turn up for his own coronation as emperor, which did little to endear him to the Pope. Wenceslas the Idle did not impress the imperial nobility either. His difficulties mounted until the nobles, exasperated by the inaction of their ruler, turned for help to his half-brother, King Sigismund of Hungary. Sigismund decided on a radical solution. He kidnapped the king to force him to abdicate, then took advantage of the ensuing disorder to gain greater power for himself. He invaded Bohemia with a massive army and began pillaging the territories of the king's allies. It is here that my story begins.
Hello and welcome to this new playthrough of Kingdom Come Deliverance. This isn't my first time playing, but in saying that, I haven't actually completed the game, in all fairness. So I will be playing through the game. I'll try not to skip over the side quests and activities that pop up in each of the main towns and whatnot. I will go over some tips and tricks and secrets about the game and all that, due to my own experience playing. There are some kinks to this game that isn't the same with other games of the same genre, which I'll get into when the time comes. As for this playthrough, I will be playing with all of the DLCs. This one here, the woman's lot, I believe will be unlocked later on, but it is more of a standalone story, which is sort of separate to the main story that happens with Henry, the main protagonist. Some of these are more you hunt down bandits and whatnot, like this one, Bandit Bastards. This one you help Sir Hans with a bit of matchmaking. It is actually quite funny. That's a tournament, like a standard tournament that can be unlocked through various means, and that's a city building type of DLC where you can build and make your own village. That comes up later on, about halfway through, and that's just some treasure maps that get unlocked early, like the first 5, and then the other 15 or so you have to find. But anyway, I will not be doing hardcore because it is more of a permadeath Iron Man mode kind of thing. So I'll be doing normal. I have also state that this is the PS4 version playing on the PS5. So yeah, I should also end this one with a secret. The early 15th century was a time of turmoil in the Holy Roman Empire, which had flourished under the late Emperor Charles IV. The king's inactivity angered many of the nobility as well as his half-brother. Ooh, does look good. Silver Skalitz 1403. Kingdom Come Deliverance. Royal Edition.
God bless. Same to you. Today's a scorcher.
Well, husband, how goes it?
Good. I should get it finished today. Where on earth is Henry? I need him to run some errands.
He was still sleeping when I went out.
At this hour? Blue-blooded idler.
Well, it looks like he was out all evening, drinking like a lord.
Go and get the lazy bones up then. Quick clout round the ear should do it.
Mm-hmm. Henry! Get up now. There's work to be done.
Get up or I'll come get you up, you slug of bed.
Hear that? You'd better not vex him. Now get up quick. Your breakfast is on the table. Wait, what's this? Have you been... Oh, Henry. How many times have I told you about fighting?
Oh, it's nothing. It's just a scratch.
You've been at that sword play again, haven't you? You'd better pray your father doesn't get to hear of it. You know how he feels about it.
Oh, don't worry, it wasn't that. I just scratched myself is all.
Well, just don't come crying to me if you really do get hurt. Now get up, you rogue.
A fine state you're in this morning. What on earth did you get up to last night?
Okay. character by the means of the first two choices in this dialogue will select your character's default characteristics. If you're not satisfied with them, not to worry. All stats can be further developed without limitations. Yes, that's right. Speech is probably one of the hardest to actually level up due to the way that it is you gain XP for that certain stat is by talking to everyone, exploring every dialogue option. Bartering also plays a part into that. The higher your speech, the better you buy and sell items for. This is more your archery kind of build. It's your health, and strength is your strength. As for this first one, I will go with speech.
Nothing much. Me and the lads were just having a chat in the tavern. Some wayfarer stopped by. He was telling us what's going on in the world, and well, I lost track of time.
Well, I hope he didn't fill your head with nonsense. Well, I've got a feeling there's something you're not telling me. And it's connected with that scratch on your hand. And that suspicious-looking character with a sword who turned up in town recently.
Which we will be meeting later on. For this second one, I will go with a bit of strength.
So I'm learning to sword fight, and what of it? What harm does it do? At least I'll be able to defend myself.
God above, Hal. You know how your father will react when he finds out.
How? What's he gonna do? I'm doing nothing wrong, I just wanted to try it.
On your own head be it then. I can't stop you, and you can deal with your father on your own. Don't come looking to me for help.
Ooh.
Did Matthew and Fritz come looking for me?
No, I haven't seen them this morning. They shouldn't be hard to find. They'll be hanging around a tavern somewhere, as usual.
Mother.
You're nearly a grown man, Hal. Father will pass the forge on to you one day soon. You've been courting that Bianca for months now. Why do you have to keep wasting your time with those two layabouts? They're nothing but trouble.
But they can come in handy later on with one of the DLCs.
Can I get something to eat?
I left some breakfast on the table. Help yourself.
Is Father angry with me for sleeping late?
He's not happy. Yesterday you promised him you'd help finish that sword for Sir Radzig. He's not as young as he was. And you know how his joints pain him. He's too proud to complain, but he needs your help, Henry.
I know. Don't worry, Ma. Of course I'll help him.
Good. He always says his knees ache when there's a storm coming. I hope they're wrong this time. It's looking like such a nice day.
Do you need me to do anything, Ma?
Ah, you're a good lad. But I'm fine. It's your father needs helping with that sword.
Yeah, time to grab some bread rolls and apples. Because food and nutrition actually play a part with the character Henry. If you don't eat, you'll lose stamina and not be able to carry as much and whatnot. Your attacks won't do as much damage as what they could do. You won't be able to sprint either. Because if you look in the centre, how there's that horn-like thing on the side, that's your hunger like starvation. If you look to the left of that with the yellow bar and the white portion, that is your stamina. The red one is obviously your health. And you will see once I eat, that white portion will slightly disappear. That is your hunger. Can play a part later on, but this chest actually contains some pretty useful things, and you can store things here later on, unlike in here it's just more food, unlike that chest, which you'll notice a lockpick, which you will can get. It is optional, but it is a finite resource at this stage in the game. Hello. Yeah, we're meant to go there, but there are some things that we can do to help. How did I... open up the inventory? Hey. Ah, that's the map. Yeah, there we go. You can see where is it? Yeah, here with the vitality, but in the last portion of the top paragraph, running, surmounting obstacles and surviving combat enhances vitality. Well, that is actually a bug in the game. Running does not increase your vitality, unlike jumping. Every 2 jumps, you earn 1 XP point. So your current XP 2. And now it's at 3. So jumping, vaulting, so over there, fences and whatnot, increases it. Charisma is more tied with your speech and your appearance. So if your Henry is all dirty and his clothes are torn and whatnot, that will impact on your charisma and whatnot. As for these, you will level them up, just naturally playing the game. Unarmed can be leveled up fairly early, if you know what you're doing. This skill here, you can actually level up to roughly 15 to 17 in this starting prologue. All you have to do is go around and harvest flowers. At the start, it's pretty cumbersome because you're only picking up 1 at a time, but as you level up the skill, it starts to pick up more and more and more of whatever the herb or flower that you're picking. As for stat increase percentage wise, sage and peppermint, I believe, is worth the most in terms of raw XP. But if you spend, if you're gonna literally go through the whole town of Skalitz, picking every flower, it could take you upwards of, I don't know, a couple of hours to do. But there, if you use this here, save and exit, that can act as a quick save, which I will be probably more than likely utilising quite a bit. And if you manage to pick roughly 100 or so nettle, you will get a buff. It increases your natural vitality. Now, if you are playing on PC, you probably can get some mods to help increase this animation speed and whatnot, but on console we don't have that luxury, so we have to see this every time. As for the nettle, you can typically find some around here in the starting location, which later on, after the whole prologue, because time is technically moving forward, but it is also frozen at the same time. You typically find nettle around the houses and pathways adorning paths along the road. Right, I guess it's time to speak to Father. See what he wants.
What's the matter with you, Henry? Didn't you hear me calling you?
Yeah, persuasion. Sometimes you need powers of persuasion to achieve your goals. When talking to people, you can often choose what kind of impression you want to make on them. The first, strong arming. You can simply use your speech, which, however, is influenced by the reputation you have at the amount was the person you were talking to. The crown. In the Middle Ages, social status was paramount, so the quality of your attire and how well groomed you are, together with your reputation, can make a big difference to how people respond to you. So as I was saying before, your clothing and if you need to take a bath or not can influence that. Their daggers. If you look dangerous, if you're kitted out with full plate armor and whatnot, then you can have a higher stat. People will be afraid to cross you and will be more willing to assign risky tasks to you. That's influenced mainly by your strength and the deterrent effect of your weapons and equipment, but the other things also taken into account. And money is more bribing, paying, haggling, and depending on what stats you choose in the main level, aka the first 8, 1 and 2 and 3, you'll encounter more special options and certain dialogue, quests and whatnot, where it can be useful. And let's money and whatnot. Yeah, I think got that. I believe this one will
Sorry,
do
Father.
a success.
I was taking a stroll and lost track of time. Somehow I had a feeling I was seeing everything for the first time.
How, my boy? When are you going to get some sense? Anyway, we've a lot of work to do today. I'm finishing the sword for Sir Radzig, and I need your help.
With what?
I'm running out of charcoal. Run to the market and buy a bag from the charcoal burner.
I'll need some money then.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Kunesh still owes me for an axe, a hammer, and the nails I sold him a month ago. Not to mention his debt from before. Go and tell him to pay up, at least for the axe and hammer, and then use the money to buy the charcoal.
Kunesh? That drunkard? That'll be fun.
Well, you're a big lad now. I'm sure you can manage. If not, tell him that next time I'll come myself and personally use that hammer to bang those nails into his arse.
Sure I'll be happy to hear it. Is that all?
Not quite. The Chamberlain at the castle has the crossguard for Sir Radzig's sword, which I had engraved in Sasau.
You want me to go and pick it up? Alright. Money, charcoal, crossguard. Got it.
And ale. Stop off at the tavern on your way home. I know you'll be going there anyway to see that girl of yours. But make sure the ale's still cool from the cellar when you get back.
Her name is Bianca.
Right, so make sure Bianca draws me a nice cool one. Run along now, work won't wait.
Right. Alright, let's check quest log. Go to the sword fighting lesson, buy a bag of charcoal at the market and collect the debt from Kunesh, pick up the crossguard at the castle, buy the ale at the tavern. And as for the ale, that one I would recommend to do last before you actually return to your father, because if you get it early and then you mess around doing other things, it will get warm and then you have to go and buy some more. So I will be picking up some more flowers along the way to reach one of the destinations for the crossguard, which is right over there. I have thought of spending like 3-4 videos just picking the flowers, doing some of the things that can help raise some of the steps before actually moving on with the actual story. I have thought about it, I'm not quite sure. Be sure to
With
let
you.
me know.
And with you, Henry.
How are you?
Father sent me. We're forging a sword for Sir Radzig, and the Chamberlain has the crossguard and pommel. Father had them engraved in Sasau.
Right. They're here. The Chamberlain gave them to us for you. We looked them over. Beautiful work. I've never seen anything so fine.
I can't wait to see the sword. Just make sure you don't botch it.
When did I ever botch anything?
Where shall I start?
Ah, shut up and give me what I want, or I'll kick your ass this evening.
Right away, your lordship.
Magnificent. Shame I can't keep the sword for myself. Well, I better go if we're to get the job done by this evening.
Godspeed. See you later in the tavern.
You certainly will. After today's work, the ale might even be on me.
Yeah, there's some more flowers along here, but might as well, because I can sell them later on down at the market. And certain vendors will only buy and sell certain items. Like the charcoal vendor, I don't think buys flowers. Neither does the tailor or the armor smith. But the general goods one, I think, would. The hypocrithery, they do as well. There are some flowers and herbs that you're probably better off keeping due to they can be used to make medicine with alchemy. Yeah. I can either pick some more flowers or go see Kunesh, which he can help you level up your stealth after you've first confronted him and whatnot. Oh, a new perk is available. Flower power. I don't have a horse just yet. That unlocks at level 10, which her picking activity will add experience to your strength stat too. So basically every time you do the whole animation of kneeling down to pick up the flower, that gives you 1 stat point for strength. As sells for a higher price, as for now I will go with that, and then I will always keep at least 30 sage on me, because that's a harder one to come by and it gives you that stat bonus. As for these are like your healing potions, and it can cancel the effects of the Lazarus potion as well, and dispel hunger effects. Not hunger, hangover. And that is your saving, your ribbons from Resident Evil. Same thing as that. These do get you drunk as well in game, because there is a drinking stat to increase. Screw it. Let's go see Kunesh. Now, if there is something you can do that the quest log and I'd say some other guides probably don't highlight. Sorry. When it comes to Kunesh.
God be with you, Kunesh.
What do you want?
But when you, as you'll see, I'll talk more when we do it.
My father sent me to get the coin you owe him for the axe, hammer and nails.
I've got nothing. Clear off.
You know you owe father for a lot more than just the axe and hammer. If he went to the bailiff about it, you'd be in deep water. At least pay for the tools if you can't pay for everything.
I told you I have no coin, you bastard. Get the hell out of here, or I'll use the axe on you.
I will go with that one.
If that's the way you want it. I'll tell father you won't pay, and you can tell him what you told me.
And don't come back.
Yeah. Usually it ends in a different manner. But yeah, this is the...
A locked chest. I'll need a lockpick to get into that. Fritz might have one.
Yeah, exactly. Fritz has one. But you have to do another quest, mini quest kind of thing to get that. But there's the axe. So what normally ends up happening is you mean to get into a fight with him. And it shows you the whole tutorial on fighting. Unarmed fighting. Huh.
Damn.
See if it would work. Nope. That's what I was looking for. Unarmed combat. Yeah, Kunesh is actually one of the few NPCs in this tutorial town that you can actually fight and knock out consistently without getting into trouble, because eventually you end up bugging his character, the NPC, out enough so he's constantly lying on a bench inside the house. Yeah. If you want to read it all, you can go ahead, but I'm gonna get into it.
What the hell are you doing?
I'm gonna fight.
Gone weak at the knees, have you?
Ooh.
Kurva.
Because doing the unarmed fighting is the actual only fast way of leveling up your agility.
Oh dear. Sod. Ow.
There.
Is that all you've got? Ow. Oh. Ow.
That's it.
Take
Go to
that!
Mother and she will patch you up. That is a hidden quest that you can do if you get injured halfway.
Quitting? Bring
You
it
should
on.
have eventually be knocked out.
Bollocks!
Or I will be. And as you can see, as your health goes down, you get less stamina.
Missed. Enough, please. I yield.
See? He yields. He was meant to give you a key.
You can go. And don't ever come back.
Thank you. I won't forget.
I wonder if I have botched it.
Yeah, about time. Have you got everything I wanted?
I went to see Kunesh, but he wouldn't pay, and then he threatened me.
I might have known. I'll sort him out this evening. I've no time for him now.
I can take care of him.
Well, you're a man now, and a man has to earn respect. Give that drunken sot what's coming to him. But watch out, he's no stranger to a fight. And whatever you do, don't tell your mother.
Oh. And maybe I did it out of order with that particular bit. Oops. Yeah, well, time to get a bit of healing from Mother.
Ma? Ma! I'm hurt. You won't stop bleeding.
Oh, now, stop squealing like a baby and show me that. There you are, good as new. You ought to learn to do that yourself.
Thanks, Ma.
Yeah, thanks, Ma. But the problem is we don't get, or Henry doesn't get to learn that skill till later on. So, yeah. But yeah, what was meant to happen with Kunesh is you meant to talk to him. Due to what he ends up saying and your options he chooses, you're meant to get into a brawl, which then you end up winning, and then he gives, well, you can just have them. They're in the locker inside, which ends up being there. And then later on, he can be found either sitting there or picking up firewood to chop. And then once you knock him out, he ends up inside, sitting on this bench. And then he often ends up sleeping, and then you can just stealthily knock him out. It's for another secret. I'm gonna attempt to knock this guard out. And then get into a chase, surrender, and go to jail. Yeah, I surrendered.
Got you. And now I'll fix you good and proper. You'll soon learn what justice means.
What?
Oh. What?
Don't pretend you don't know what's going on, you whore son. Here you are wandering the land with a corpse on your back, getting up to all sorts of no good, and now you play dumb? It's jail for you, and I hope you rot there.
I didn't have a corpse on my back. I was trying to strangle you. There's a big difference. But yeah,
jail it is then.
Yeah.
Just the accommodation for you. Get moving.
Oh, over.
And this is the secret ending.
Maybe next time you'll think twice about breaking the law.
You can also achieve this ending if you get caught stealing.
Dear Lord, please let him be safe.
Hey! I'm over here! What the hell's going on? Let me out! For the love of God, let me out! Let me out!
You have died in jail. But yeah, this is where I will leave the first episode. In the next one, I will restart and I'll get back to where we're meant to talk to Kunesh again. This time around, I won't choose that flower power stat boosting skill yet. Until then, goodbye and good luck. Peace.